Cars in the Metaverse. Want to know more? Everyone has a dream car. That car that just thinking about sitting in it gives you goosebumps. But what if I told you that through Metaverse you can own your dream car? Yes, just as you hear it. You can own your dream car through this fictional world. Sounds pretty good, huh? Since the Metaverse burst in, the world started to change, and the automotive industry was not left behind. Little by little, brands are getting into this trend, and that's why today we're going to show you 5 cars that are related to the Metaverse. Fasten your seatbelts. Today we have a digital race. Metaverse this, Metaverse that. Nowadays it seems to be the most used word in the world. But what the heck is Metaverse? In simple words, the Metaverse is the translation of reality into the digital world using digital platforms. For example, imagine for a moment that you are the owner of a digital garage in an NFT game, where you can rent parking spots to NFT car owners. Now imagine that you receive compensation, which you can then convert into real money. Well, that's what the Metaverse is all about. Sounds a bit confusing, doesn't it? Believe me, it's not a very easy subject to explain. But don't worry. Today we're going to talk about 5 Metaverse cars, some from well-known brands, so you can start to get a little more familiar with this world. Ready to start those engines? Remember to subscribe and like this video if you want to learn more about the Metaverse and cars. Ready? On your marks, set, go! 1. Wayray Holograktor. Let me introduce Wayray, a Zurich-based automotive supplier company that developed an augmented reality technology called True AR. And to show that True AR can be adapted to a means of transport, it presents the Wayray Holograktor, a concept car that can be driven both in reality and via True AR. Basically, this EV hatchback with angular lines taken from the Blade Runner universe can be driven remotely thanks to True AR. It has satellite internet and 5G connectivity, and also comes equipped with radar and cameras to facilitate remote driving. According to the brand, this EV has a range of 372 miles and can be used by Uber-qualified drivers. In fact, the Holograktor aims to be an option that helps drivers and users by offering more benefits, as its interior is designed for entertainment and relaxation during the journey. 2. Hyundai Sonata N. Hyundai ventured into the Metaverse to maintain its technological image and thus attract a young audience. This would also be a great opportunity to create and test new models that could be brought to reality. In collaboration with the Korean app Zapito, they created a social event within the Zapito Metaverse with the Hyundai Sonata N, the sporty version of this model. Meanwhile, they created a racing game within Zapito to give users the most realistic test drive possible. The goal is for the user to blast the 290 horsepower of the sports sedan. And that's not all. Hyundai has plans to expand to other metaverses and showcase its full range of cars. To date, Zapito and Roblox are the 2 metaverses Hyundai is betting heavily on to see higher sales in the real world. Are you up for trying out one of these cars in the Metaverse? Leave your thoughts in the comments with the model you'd like to test drive. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be bringing you more videos about the Metaverse and the cars in the future. 3. Alpine GTA Concept. Coming up next, we have the Alpine GTA Concept. Originally conceived as a concept car, this vehicle is based on the modern A110, but with the aim of turning it into an extra limited version. However, the plans had to be altered. The people at Renault decided to turn the GTA concept into reality within the metaverse of Rev Racing, an NFT arcade racing game. Together with designer Enfast and Animoca brands, the owners of Rev Racing, they decided to release 5 versions of this car, each with a unique livery. Also, as an amazing fact, one of them is inspired by the one used in the Alpine Formula 1 team. That's mine, gentlemen. Unfortunately, the 5 Alpine GTA concept cars have already been sold at auction at the beginning of November 2021. It's only known that one of these models was auctioned for 25 Ether, or about $120,000. If you have enough bitcoins and manage to convince one of the owners to sell you the car, consider yourself the luckiest person on the planet. Good luck! 4. Bravado Banshee. With the release of Grand Theft Auto V in 2013, GameStop raffled off a gift to one of the game's special edition buyers in the United States. Rockstar Games agreed to collaborate, and after placing a special order with West Coast Customs, the guys from Pimp My Ride, the Bravado Banshee, an iconic model from the Grand Theft Auto series, became a reality. Taking the chassis, engine, and suspension from a 4th-generation Dodge Viper, WCC took on the task of making a custom car body that represents every last detail of the Banshee. Even the interior is an exact replica. Just as the current owner, Jeff Allen, tells the story. Although Jeff has no intention of selling this one-off, it's known that before it came into his hands, it was on sale on eBay for $140,000. What a deal! 5. Ferrari 296 GTB. Although Ferrari is synonymous with tradition and class, it's no stranger to new trends, which is why the company has ventured into the world of metaverses with a digital version of the 296 GTB model. Inside the popular game Fortnite, you can get your hands on an official Ferrari 296 GTB of the brand after the release of the 7th season in June 2021. Modeled through the Unreal Engine, the digital copy of the Ferrari perfectly recreates the tiniest details of the real model, even if this isn't immediately noticeable due to Fortnite's cartoonish environment. This was just a rehearsal for what Ferrari has in store for the future, as it aims to make its own metaverse with the help of Unreal's team of developers. The next big step of the internet and Web 3.0 will change our lives for sure, and it won't be surprising to hear about owners of NFT Bugattis or Lamborghinis who are not necessarily sheikhs or oil tycoons. That's the end of today's video. Do you think more brands will dare to launch exclusive NFT models? Which NFT car would you like to have in your collection? I'd love to know your answers in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. See you in a future video. Cheers!